Well, howdy, folks. Neighbor down the street here to talk a little bit about the Sero 7 Pro tablet made by a company called Hisense. Kind of a no-name thing, as befits that it is sold only in Walmart, and it is, for something like this, very inexpensive. Uh, they started about 150, and when I got it, it was 130. Um, and you may say, what a foolish, foolish thing to do. But it's really basically a clone of the Nexus 7, as it seems, with the same specs and all that, with really pretty good reviews. What's better, though, and why I wouldn't get a Nexus, is this has an SD card slot for expandable memory and HDMI out to put it through the TV. This would be, for me, essentially an upgrade from my Kindle Fire, which I really like, and that's becoming pretty much an internet radio. But the thing is, I'm not going to do an actual review. I had a really crazy experience with this thing that could happen to other people, maybe, and discovered what it was doing. The screen would just go crazy. This is actually my third exchange. So poor Walmart, God only knows what goes on at that service desk. That's all I'm going to say. But I've returned it twice because, especially it seemed like when it was plugged in, the screen goes crazy. And I briefly put up a video. I deleted it, but I'll insert a little bit here so you see it, of what the screen was doing. And it was very puzzling. And I'm looking online for any specific problems, not really finding much of anything. It is a real new thing, and it is no name, you know, whatever. You know, and it seemed like maybe when I plugged in another charger, it was better. And certainly when it was unplugged, it seemed to be working okay. But then I had problems with that too. And what I discovered was that on this side, my right, is this desktop computer sitting on this table. Over on the left is nothing. And if I put the tablet over on the right near the computer, especially if I'm not touching it or holding it, the screen goes wacky, and over on the left it doesn't. I'm going to show it to you because when I searched about this problem without specifying the Sero 7 Pro by Hisense, it's come up with other people with other devices, and it could well be because you're next to something. So first thing I'm going to do is put it over on the good side, my left, and try and get it in there. And it's really, I think when you hold it in your hands, it reminds me of that thing with the one of the iPhones, their antenna or their reception or something, depending on how you held it. I think there might be an issue here. But where it really goes wacky is when I'm not holding it. So it's on a little tripod, and all I got to do is swipe the screens. And you see that works fine. I got 3 screens set up, and no problem. Exactly what you would expect, you know, from a tablet. All right, but now I go over to my right next to that desktop, and watch what happens. Let's get it in there. Swipe. Oh, you can see it flickering. Swipe, swipe. Yeah, screenshot. Swipe, swipe, swipe. You see what it's doing. I'll bring it back over here on the good side. Should you see it? All right. Look at that. Perfect. So I really apologize to both Walmart and Hisense for my returns. But for anyone else, Keep in mind, because I saw comments about people with the Nexus 7 with the problem, and a couple other phones. It could well be where you're holding it. And the thing is, it was a problem when I was charging it because my charging stuff is over to my right by the computer. That's where it charges. So, um, but interestingly, if I hold it, I can be right by the computer, and it's not a problem. So it's your hand, the electricity is definitely grounding it or doing something. But for other people, I hope that's kind of helpful. And all right, that's it. Your neighbor down the street. If I like the whole tablet thing.